Hello. There's nobody on here yet, but if you're on here watching the replay, today I'm going to be talking about making money in Costa Rica, what is legal, what is not legal, because there seems to be a lot of confusion on that. I get a lot of questions on that, so I want to be really clear about what is legal and what is not legal. But let me get hello, whoever's here. I'm just going to get my phone set up here and probably just wait a second, but I was just saying to myself, and whoever's watching the replay, that I'm going to be going over what is legal work-wise in Costa Rica and what is not. So let me just get here live on my phone. Still figuring out how technology works, but that'll get people, give people a chance to hop on here. Okay. Okay, I'll just need a minute. But I think it takes a minute for people to get on here anyways. And if you're just joining, I'm going to be talking about making money in Costa Rica. So what's legal? What is not legal? Some ways you can make money here. And talk about the ways that I've made money here. So I'll be sharing all about that. How is the service? I'm on data right now. Our internet has been out for about a week now. So I am on my data. That's okay. I promised you guys lives on Tuesdays, so I'm going to do it. Sarah, I'm still in Grecia, Costa Rica for the time being. Cool. Sherry, you're still looking for work. Well, we can talk about the different ways, and I think we've messaged before. We definitely have messaged, but message me again. I'm happy to share any tips I can. I mean, so when I started working, I worked as I'm just still trying to get in this Facebook group. I worked as a virtual assistant, and I really just took it and ran with it. My friend said, "Oh, I work as a virtual assistant." So I said, "Oh, I could do that." So I just took it and I ran with it. I applied for jobs. I looked for clients like it was my full-time job. So that's the biggest little piece here of advice I have for someone who's wanting to work online. You got to apply for those jobs and go out and look for them or look for clients. First of all, decide what you want to do. That's what I always say. Be clear on what you're doing, because you just don't want to be going out there looking blindly. When you can narrow down what you're going to do, then get out there and apply for it like it's your full-time job if you can. If not, then put the time into it. How the heck do I get on here? I'm sorry, guys. Technology keeps changing on me. Okay, I'm going to start this live video here. Technology. Hey guys, now I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook and YouTube here. If for some reason the service is better on one or the other, sorry. Oh, man, just give me a minute. Oh, I guess I could just put you right here. Oh, all right, we'll just do that. That works. Hello, everybody on Facebook. I believe I'm in the Facebook group, and I hope I'm not just on my actual page. So, okay. Now we have a few people on YouTube here. Sorry, I'm late. I was planning to be on here at 9 o'clock, and I was not. I actually had a meeting with the client then, so it did not work. But I'm here now, and I hope the service is okay. I'm on my data. Is it a little bit better than last week? Anyone who was on last week is a little bit better. And then for people who are just joining here on Facebook, I'm going to be talking about ways that you can make money in Costa Rica, and I really want to go what's legal and what's not legal. And I mean, I could talk about how I've made money here as well. Okay, it's much better. That's great. That's great news. All right, so I'm just going to hop on in. I'm glad the service is better. I guess my phone data works better than my Wi-Fi. That's good to know. Maybe I'll just do that. I'm just going to do that from now on. I'll just do it from my phone data. Hello from Canada. I have a house near Montezuma, but stuck in Canada. Yeah, man, a lot of people are stuck. Well, I hope everyone's doing good. I'm going to jump into what I have to say today about making money in Costa Rica. And like I said, anyone watching the replay, feel free to drop a question, drop anything. Sorry. Don't like the angle here. Okay, that's not gonna work. We're gonna figure this out with time. Alrighty, but I'm glad it's clear today. Great. Okay, so today I want to talk about, it was making money in Costa Rica. So we're gonna go over, I really wanted to divide this up talking about the different types of like your visa, your residency, and talk about what you can legally do depending on your status here in the country. I thought that would be the best way to split this up. So I'm going to be discussing making money as a tourist if you're in the country versus making money as a temporary resident versus making money as a permanent resident. So we're going to go through what's legal, what's not legal. If you are in here as a tourist, you may own your own business. Some people didn't realize that. So yeah, if you are in Costa Rica on your tourist visa, you can actually own a business here. You just cannot work in your business. So for an example, I have a friend, she has, yes, Fernando, feel free and ask a question. And I'm going to try and read through questions at the end as well. So for a good example that I have of this is I have a friend, she has a spa. So she owns the spa. Actually, she is a permanent resident now. But okay, let's say she started the spa when she was a tourist. So like before she got her residency. So as a tourist, she could own the spa, be the business owner. You can open up a corporation here and be an owner and be on your tourist visa, but you just cannot work in it. So let's say if you have a spa and that does massage, she can own the spa, do the administrative work, do the administrative part of running her business, but she cannot actually do the massages, if that makes sense. So that's just like one example. Maybe let me think of another example. Maybe someone who's opened up or started a surf agency. So maybe they can run their agency, but their receptionist will be someone who can legally be working. Maybe the people who are going to be doing the lessons are people who need to be legally working. So just as an example. So that is one way as a tourist that you can make money in Costa Rica is if you have a business here. Like I said, you can't work in your business, but you are able to profit from your business. That is completely legal. Just letting you know. Okay, the second, as a tourist, which is what I did for years, and I guess I still do because I'm still here, I worked online. So working online, you can legally work online in Costa Rica on your tourist visa. So, some examples of working online. I mean, when I first started, I started off teaching English to Chinese people. Teaching English online is actually pretty popular. There's some good companies out there. I just know of like Palfish, VIP Kid. Those are kind of the two that come to the top of my mind. So that could be an option. Other working online, I've helped people a lot in this area. What I best suggest is, these are my top tips for working online. Figure out what you want to do, because otherwise you're just going to be blindly going out there, like saying you want to work online, but until you narrow that down and what you actually want to do, then you're not really going to be knowing what you're looking for. So that's what I ended up doing. I actually had a friend, she told me after I had left one thing I was doing while I was here, and I was like, man, I need to make some money. So my friend was like, hey, I'm a virtual assistant. And I was like, oh, what are those? What do they do? And she's like, well, I work for different clients. We have different tasks. And I was like, oh, I could do that. I'm computer savvy. I'm computer smart. I'm going to do that too. So I did. I just was like, okay, I'm a virtual assistant. And then I started getting clients as a virtual assistant. I started probably at like $7 an hour, which was good here. But then with years, now that I have many years of experience, I've worked myself way up from there. So that could be good. Some people do social media management. For online work, I would recommend Google, get on Google, look up jobs, tasks, administrative, like virtual assistants do online. There might be things that you never even thought about, appointment setting, there's a lot of things that are pretty easy that you can either say, okay, A, I can do that, or B, I could learn that. That's always what I classify things as. One website, I haven't used it in a while, but a few people have told me recently that the quality has improved on it. It's called Upwork.com. That's one website you could check out, whether you want to apply for online jobs or just to even see what's in demand. So if you're trying to figure out what you want to offer online, see what's in demand, see what people are hiring for. And then another way is to actually apply for a remote position through a company. That's another way that you can get online work. Of course, you're going to have to make sure that they are okay with you living in Costa Rica if you're going to be working in Costa Rica. So I don't need to get too far into the whole online stuff. I actually have other videos on that topic. Go through my channel if you want to look for more about online work and how to get jobs that way. But that's just, so as a tourist, we've talked about owning a business, working online. One I want to note, as a tourist on your tourist visa, you cannot legally, like I said, you cannot legally work. I see questions of people saying, "Oh, what kind of jobs can I get in Costa Rica?" And I mean, I see those questions in groups. They are innocent questions. I didn't do my research before I moved to Costa Rica. That's why I'm here trying to help you guys. I didn't do my research. I learned a lot of this the hard way. So I do see those questions. They're very innocent. There's just people asking questions, but then I see other expats who are here just completely biting their heads off. You're not allowed to work here. Like, people get really rude. So just want to put that out there, that it's not legal just to come here and be employed by somewhere in Costa Rica. Not to say that it doesn't happen, but I'm just going to let you know that it's not legal. So as a tourist, you cannot legally work here, but ways that you can legally make money would be owning your own business, working online. Another one is like investment income. So if you have investment income, what I know, some people here who, maybe have a very substantial amount of savings, if you put like $250,000 in a CD down here, that's 2,005. Wait, I think it's about 2,500 worth of income per month on interest, because the interest rate is about 12% at somewhere down here. So that's another way that some people also make their income, whether they just have investment income for whatever country they've been in, or some of them do bring down some savings. They put it in a CD here in Costa Rica, and then they live off of some of that income at like 12% per year. So that might be an option for you as well. Maybe even if you're coming down here, you're going to be retiring. If you do have some savings, that could be a good option, so that you could have some more income. And okay, so that's how I have as a tourist. You could own a business, work online. You cannot legally work. I'm like, work online, but you can't legally work. Yes, you can work online. Or you can get, investment income or something, whatever. If you have some other income going on, if you have a business in the United States, as long as you're not just here in the country, like working for a hotel, or something like that. Okay, so then one thing I do want to note, some people do provide some kind of services here in Costa Rica. So maybe someone does Reiki, or someone offers their massage services, or then this could be someone who comes from outside of Costa Rica. Technically, that's not legal, but I'm just going to let you know that it happens. So don't be surprised when you're here, or if you've already been here, if you have seen that. Just letting you all know that happens. So, because some people do come and they offer some kind of specialized service, but I'm not sure how legal that is. I wouldn't rely on it. If you're going to come and move here and want to make an income, I would not rely on that as your full thing. Just to be safe. You want to know what you're going to have coming in per month so you can budget properly. If 12% was guaranteed, I would be there tomorrow. I'm talking about the 12% for Cuplianza. Well, Mark, shoot me a message, because that's what my neighbors do that, and multiple people that I know have done that. They have their money in a Cuplianza. It's kind of like a private bank down here, and they do have a 12% interest rate. So that's a 12% yearly interest rate. So just message me about that. And I think my neighbor also does offer consultations for people, because, man, she's a whiz with financial planning. Oh, man, I'll just do a whole nother live on that another time. I mean, she can look at people's plan for coming down here and say, okay, if you do this, in X amount of years, you're going to be out of money from your retirement. However, if you put your money here, here, and here, and here, your money's going to be growing, and you're going to end up having more. So it's really cool. How about renting out your house? I guess I should just go through these questions afterwards. Okay, so I'm getting there. Okay, so the next one, we just talked about being here on a tourist visa. Next, I want to talk about temporary residence. So that's basically the same rules apply with your tourist visa. You cannot legally work on your temporary residence. You can own a business, you can work online, you can have interest income, things like that. So, but again, you can't really legally be hired with your temporary residence. I did want to note, some people have asked about work visas. So for a work visa, a work visa is given by an employer here in Costa Rica to someone outside of Costa Rica only if they can prove that they cannot hire a Costa Rican for that position. So that is an instance where someone could get a work visa. Again, I want to say that again. It would only be in the case that that business could not hire a Costa Rican to do that job. So I would not rely on thinking, oh, I'll just get a work visa, because you have to be providing something very, very, very specialized that they have deemed that cannot be filled by someone, or that, they put the position out there and it's not being filled by a Costa Rican. They haven't been able to find someone. Still an option to look into, but I just want you to be aware it's not as easy as like, oh, well, I'll just apply for a work visa. If you wanted to work at a restaurant, I'll just apply for a work visa. Like, that's not going to work, just so you know. Okay, so we talked about tourists, temporary residents. I want to talk about permanent residents. So if you get your permanent residence, you can legally work. You could do all the options that I just mentioned, and you can also legally work because you are a permanent resident of Costa Rica. And I think that's it. And I want to go through some questions. I just want to clear up any questions, any confusion that people may have about working in Costa Rica. People do volunteer. I think maybe the interest from investment might be something definitely good to go. No, I don't think the 12% is paid in colones. I guess, okay, I should just get used to doing these lives. Okay, I'm going to go through and answer some questions. Let me know if you feel like there's something that was not covered. Okay, I'm going to look on YouTube first. Hello from Canada. I have a house near Montezuma. Okay, we just did that one. Good morning from Colorado. Good morning, Chris. Melanie asks, does your family back in the States worry about you? Probably. My mom's quite a worrier. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this. Probably, but no, I think they see I'm happy and they see that we're in a very nice, safe place. So I hope they're not worrying too much, because them worrying doesn't really help us. But I hope they're happy. Okay, how about renting out your house? Oh, that could be an option. Yeah, okay, yeah. So what some people have done, I had a neighbor in the past that had a 3-bedroom house, and then he would rent out the other 2 bedrooms through Airbnb. This is something that you're going to want to make. If you're renting, that would really just depend on your landlord. Somebody had actually asked that in the group as well. So that'll depend on your landlord. Well, first of all, if you have purchased your own home, you can do whatever you want with it. Some people, that's another way people do income here. Some people have purchased vacation homes and then rented them out and had, the rental income. Or they purchased a home, but that had some kind of like separate home or suite or guest house that they've rented out. So, can you shoot me your neighbor's information page or for a financial consultation? Yeah, can you private message? Whoever wants a financial consultation, can you private message me? Because I'm actually going to go to her house after this because I have eggs and some things for her because she wants to make some bread. So I'm going to go talk to her and see if she would be open. I think I need to ask her how much she would charge for the consultation. But man, she's a financial wizard. So she'll tell you where to put your money. Oh man, I get so distracted. I don't remember what we were talking about. Oh, renting your house. Yes, so some people do have vacation rentals where they will get some rental income from it. Right now, obviously not too lucrative, but when things open back up and go back to normal, that could definitely be an option. If you're going to think about buying an investment property, like an income producing vacation property, make sure to look at the records of the property and really just see the track record of the property. There's a lot of things you should look at. But yeah, renting out rooms or part of your house could definitely be an option. I don't know if I would rely on that to cover all of your income, but it's an option for something. Are there still jobs teaching English in Costa Rica? You could check with some organizations on that. I think there's a lot of volunteer opportunities, but that you would want to check with the individual organization. But I think there's a lot of volunteer opportunities for that. How much does a house in Costa Rica typically cost? That's a good question. And that's a very broad question. I don't know. It depends what kind of house you want. It depends what area you want to be in. Depends. We'll have to talk about real estate. So I actually asked a question in the group asking who was thinking about purchasing real estate. So I was thinking about doing a webinar, maybe with a tax attorney that I work with, to go over people's questions about purchasing real estate. So maybe Melanie, let me know what your budget would be, and I'll let you know if there's like some good options in that price range. Okay, I think I got through all the questions on YouTube. Okay, now let me go on Facebook. I'm not that smooth with this whole live thing. I see other people somehow read the comments without getting distracted. And okay. Hi, Ed. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Michael. My question is, I am an RN, PHN. Could I work in Costa Rica? I think an RN is a registered nurse, correct? I'm not sure what a PHN is, to be honest. I mean, you could try to apply for a work permit, but again, if there's already RNs here, then I'm not really, I don't know if that would qualify as a job that could not be filled already here in the country. So that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, Mark, again, let me know. Definitely private message me about the banking stuff. Is that 12% is only paid in colones? And is there any kind of security since it's in a private bank, no insurance? That's from Raymond. Let me go over that with my friend and ask her exactly what those terms are. I'm not the expert on all that, but I know that they very happily and successfully live off of a decent amount of interest income per month. Kenneth, can you shoot me your neighbor's information? Please message me because I will probably get lost and forget. If you gain your permanent residence, this is from Ed. If you gain your permanent residence as a rentista after 3 years, do you still need to maintain at least $60,000 after that point to keep permanent residency? That's a good question for the residency lawyer. I'm going to save that. I kind of wondered that too. I don't know for sure. I just know that the requirement is that you need to show that you're going to have that income coming in for that you need to at least have that coming in for the 24-month period so that they can give you your temporary residency. And I believe applying for the permanent residency after the temporary is a lot more simple. Did I ever make use of the air mattress? Yay! Okay. All right. Hey, Garrett. That's super funny. They stayed at my house as an Airbnb months ago. So I did. I rented out one of my rooms too a while ago. That was awesome. I did make use of the air mattress. Thank you so much. And it was so awesome meeting you guys. Okay. I don't think there's any other questions, so that's good. I mean, that's not good, but whatever. If you guys have more questions, that's fine. I think I missed something here. Is there a reliable website I can look at houses, or is it better to travel down there? Melanie, I used to work for a company called CostaRicaRealEstate.com. You can check out some of these real estate websites. Look up Costa Rica Real Estate. Or also you can, if you have my Facebook, or if you're in the Facebook group, Melanie, also feel free to shoot me a message and I can send you some websites or even just send you some examples. I actually know a pretty decent amount about real estate because I used to work, 2 of my clients were real estate agents. So I got pretty familiar with what was available and what was around. Seems to be a good bit of background noise. Do I have a fan going? No, just the wind. And I have somebody here cleaning, so it's actually pretty windy today. Okay. Garrett says, tell people about renting cars from Turo, much better than rental car insurance scams in Costa Rica. Yes, I remember that. So yeah, one of my Airbnb guests, Garrett, had told me about this app called Turo. And it's good for, no background noise for me. It's good for car rentals. So if you are looking for a car rental that's cheaper rather than going through all those rental agencies, and I have recommended that to a few clients. So thank you so much, Garrett. I do always love the information that I find out from people. You all help me learn too. It's a constant process of figuring things out here. So I just try to help y'all walk through it. All right. So Maureen asked, what would you say is the monthly rent for a house in San Ysidro? Not top of the line, but 2 beds, 1 bath, nice garden property, nice appliances, clean, safe. A lot of background noise. Sounds like a loud fan. That's really weird. There's like no fan. Just the wind. Oh, you know what? You guys were on top of my my computer. I bet you it was my computer fan. Sorry about that. All right, I'm gonna sign off here in just a minute. If there's no other questions, yeah, that was my. Yes, you guys were. I'm so sorry. You guys were. The people on Facebook were stuck on my computer. You guys were sitting on top of my computer fan. I apologize. Okay, now I know. Now I know not to put my. Yeah, it was so my computer has a fan and I had the phone right here. Look, oh my gosh, there I'm on YouTube. So I had the phone right on top of my computer. But I am gonna get off here. If you guys have any follow-up questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm always happy to help. Wow, I'm like, obviously I'm not coordinated at this. I'm happy to help you guys as much as I can with everything. I try to just make this as, I don't know, smooth and easy as possible. Try to provide the most accurate information. So if this is helpful, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If I got a lot of people in the Facebook group, so I'm super excited. This is awesome. I'm very excited to meet all of you. Thank you all for joining and commenting and participating. If you don't know, I have a YouTube channel with a bunch of information about moving here. I've done other lives where I answer questions. And oh my gosh, Maureen, I'm so sorry. I didn't even answer your question. I read it and then I'm not good for this. But I have to, it's better for me to do the lives because otherwise uploading a video this long will take me a very long time. So sorry about that. Yes, I will shoot me a message with that question and then I will get back to you. And I can also send you a Facebook page so you can kind of scope out some rentals in that area. Alrighty. So I hope everybody has a good day. Again, let me know if you have any follow-up questions. And feel free to check out the other videos. I'm going to try to coordinate myself between 2 things and figure all this technology out and have some coffee in the meantime. So yeah, I hope everybody has a great day and that's it. See you, everybody.